So season does not matter much. You should plan a transplant when you can take 4 to 5 days off from work. That is the correct time. So after posting the last video about hair transplant in general, we have received a lot of questions from you. So I'll try to answer them one by one. So stay tuned. Another very relevant question that came was about the safety of hair transplant and the side effects of hair transplant. And people also commented that there have been some cases of deaths after hair transplant. Well, by and large, hair transplant is a very safe procedure. Think of it like a dental or a very superficial procedure which is done under local anesthesia. And when due care is taken, when proper cleanliness is maintained, aseptic, the instruments are sterile, the OT is sterile, then chances of complications are almost negligible. However, one realistic risk is anaphylaxis, which is a reaction to the injections that are being used during the procedure. So as a routine with all our patients, first they are given a test dose of the injections being or all the drugs or the medicines that are being used at the time of hair transplant. A test dose is given, on the arm skin, and the person reacts to it. The surgery is not done. However, that is very rare. So after due care, transplant is safe. Another interesting question was, can hair transplant be done during summers, or what is the right season for a hair transplant? And again, this is one of the FAQs in hair transplant, the right season. Well, folks, I would say that there is no right or wrong season. Hair transplant can be done in winters or in summers or in rainy season, because see, most of the time, most of us are indoors anyway. We are in a controlled environment, we are in air conditioned environment, so season does not matter much. You should plan a transplant when you can take 4 to 5 days off from work. That is the correct time. However, if a person whose main job is external, field work, construction work, then I recommend them to go for hair transplant during winters, because then they would sweat less, be more comfortable, there would be less itching, less chances of infection after the procedure. So that's the only reason that if you really ask me to pinpoint a season, then for a person whose work is mostly outdoors, go for winters. If you are an indoor person, an office job, season does not really matter.